Okay, today we're looking at a piece called Gorm Busk for piano by UK composer Lawrence Crane. He wrote it back in 1991, right? You can see it's like a lot of his piano pieces, it's just one page. It's got an extremely strange title. Gorm could mean a variant of Gom, to recognize, to take notice of, to understand, comprehend, or consider. Uh, It could also mean to smear as a verb. And then there's a couple other etymologies to like smear, make sticky, impair the functioning of. I think in Cornish it means brown, or and then in Irish it means like dusky or blue, sometimes black. Um, so I'm gonna take it to mean blue. And then busk. Busk can also mean a number of things, but I think the musical association is like busking, like playing music in public. Yeah, blue busking kind of idea, maybe. I only say that because the main idea in the first two measures here is this little chromatic run, and it's kind of bluesy. Link to this is in the video description. I'll see you in a bit. Nice. So, this one has a particularly satisfying ending, I find. And I played it at the piano myself a few times, and it's uh it's kind of hard to get this second half because you are tempted to repeat these three measures four times again, like the three measure idea. Um, but it actually just moves on. So I think that's sort of like that's a big idea, right? Is having this whole second half is kind of like a thing, and then the first four or five measures is kind of like a thing. And then you have these little um, singular events, the one with A flat in the bass, surrounded by silence, and then the one with that's like the opening gesture, surrounded by silence. Yeah, so if you look at it like this, you have, I'll color this gray actually. So you got your main idea, it's 8 beats long. This is the black one. And then you have your next idea, which is kind of at the same like the same notes, but you add a little bit. It's 9 beats long, right? And then new third idea in red, back to what you're doing before, but then instead of repeating this one four times, you go to red, and then you keep spreading out to this climax. So then you have a new thing, which I've colored blue, and then your final resting spot on the E flat, which kind of sounds like reminds me a little bit of like um also like thus spake Zarathustra. Like it kind of reminds me of that. We get to this climax that repeats four times, um, and then cheekily you get 4 beats of silence and then the original idea. But it sort of has this like starting from nothing thing going on. Picture like 2001: A Space Odyssey. That's sort of the same vibe, oddly, that this piece gives me. It just gets to this big climax, and it's in these little like contained phrases. So yeah, that's Gorm Busk. Um, let's see what's next. Go to the scores here. Alfred Schnittke's Second Piano Sonata. Nice. So written around the same time, oddly enough.